What's up, YouTube? It's a little bit chilly out here. It's close to 60 degrees, but the wind chill factor brings it down just a little bit. Maybe I should have worn a little bit better clothing for this. It's alright. I've got winter gear. I just was lazy about using it. Thought it was a little bit warmer than it is. Guess they're just gonna sit there and talk to people on the side of the road there. Okay. I'm kicking around downtown a little bit. Just out for a little bit of a fun run here. Except for these people trying to get in my way, it'll be all right. These guys aren't pulled up to the light, so I guess I'm gonna pull up for them. Damn, come on, light. I see this massive amount of traffic that you're waiting to pull out here, but you know, come on. All right. Cruising around downtown just for the fun of it. And that's how you beat that. Yeah, no turns my ass. I got you no turns right here. Sitting at lights in downtown. Much fun to be had by all. And we get to go from one red light to the other, even though there's nobody up here. Not a soul. Always some construction going on down here. This particular construction is for the new trolley they're putting in down here. You know, I think it's going to screw traffic up more than it's going to help, but that's my own opinion. We'll see how it happens once it gets out of here. Now you turn on your blinker. That's brilliant driving. Here's the heart of downtown right here. International and Peachtree. Okay, all you people from outside 285 that think I live downtown, this is downtown. I live in Midtown, which is about a mile up from here, but you know, a lot of people think I live downtown because there's tall buildings near me. Downtown's pretty deserted on a Sunday. It's a few tourists, and that's it. We'll roll up Peachtree into Midtown, maybe into Buckhead. Give you a little tour of Peachtree Street in Atlanta. That was downtown. Now we'll be crossing this bridge up here, which is the entrance to Midtown. So that's the difference. You guys that don't know the difference between Midtown and downtown, this is the difference. That was downtown. And now we're coming up into Midtown. And this is where I live, up here in Midtown. This is the road that I take headed to work every morning. Linden Avenue, coming up from the same direction that Marta just came from, except I don't turn here. I go straight and get on the interstate. Here we are at North Avenue. You can see the fabulous Fox Theater up there. Great acoustics, great atmosphere. I highly recommend going to a show at the Fox if you get a chance. This is new construction where the old Wachovia building used to be. I got some video of that coming down. That shot from my balcony when I lived in the high-rise down the street. It's pretty cool. Want to see it? There you go. Alright, Jaguar, stay in your lane. That's a good. Yeah, this is Midtown Atlanta. Not to be confused with downtown Atlanta. I kid the people from outside the perimeter. Alright, come on, people. It's just driving. I got some kind of new thing happening over here. Ah, 7th Street. There's a really good restaurant called Senor Patron's down here on the. Man, it's some really good Mexican food. Best refried beans I've ever had. soon be exiting out of Midtown. And 10 more blocks, I think. This SUV is getting outrun by a bus. Come on, Bubba. If you're gonna stop back there, I'm gonna get up here. I'm tired of waiting on people like that. No excuse for it. Here's 14th Street, which is basically the heart of Midtown here. We're headed up towards 17th Street, which kicks over into the new Atlantic Station. But first we'll be passing the Woodruff Arts Center and the High Museum. Highly recommend both of those. Check it out. Good concerts with the Atlanta Symphony here at the Woodruff Arts Center. And every major art exhibit always stops in it here at the High. See what's in here today. Go West, Art of the American Frontier. You know, that's weird, but okay. But the Picasso stuff stopped in here. The whole Impressionist thing stopped through here. You know, sometimes they'll have a single artist tour. Sometimes they'll have them all tour, like, you know, Monet and Picasso and all those guys. They kind of tour together as Impressionists, but I guess it's not the guys that tour, it's the paintings that tour. Not make them out like they're Motley Crue or something here. Come watch us paint. This is the business district of Midtown. And here is 17th Street. And we'll cross the highway up here, and that will end this section of Midtown, and we'll enter what's known as Buckhead, which is like the original suburbs of Atlanta. We'll be passing the Amtrak station up here on the left as we cross over the interstate once again. And this puts us in Buckhead. The traffic is about to get real stupid, because this is Buckhead. And like I said, it's the first suburb of Atlanta. A lot of people don't really consider it the suburbs anymore because it's gotten so built up, but you know, it's pretty suburbanite-y. The way people drive, especially. So you have to do some creative maneuvers sometimes to get around traffic in Buckhead. Up here on the right, we have what's known as the Building of Death. It's because it's got this real gray look to it here. But it's where a couple radio stations are housed, and also the traffic that you hear on all the different radio stations all pretty much comes from the same place. And they just call in and tell you which radio station they're on. Here we are at Collier Road. Now we are definitely in Buckhead now. Not quite to the heart of Buckhead, but we are at the bottom edge. World famous Piedmont Hospital over here to the left. And up here on the right, where you see the population sign, what's the population of Atlanta now? 6,100,000, something, is that what I said? Anyway, that's the building I used to live in there. Yeah, we're getting up into the restaurant district, and we'll be getting close to the heart of Buckhead up here near Lenox Mall. And at that point, I'm going to turn to the right and try to avoid getting anywhere near Lenox Mall, because this is the weekend after Thanksgiving and the traffic will be insane. Oh, come on, Caddy, pay attention just a little bit. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Buckhead. And the Buckhead curve is up here. It's this real tight right turn curve on a Peachtree up here, but it used to be real fun. Usually the traffic makes it where it's a little bit impossible to have too much fun on it. Wow, look at that little bug with the cool rims on it. There goes State Patrol. Maybe I shouldn't be too obnoxious. Went the other way, so obnoxious engaged. And up here's my curve. Hey, we'll be passing this Volkswagen. It's cool, man. Cool old bugs, man. I had some bugs when I was younger. This one's pretty wicked looking. Nice paint, nice rims. Gotta dig it. Ah, yeah, Buckhead. Worst of both worlds. Traffic like the suburbs, crowded like the city. Good God, man. This is where Roswell Road splits off from Peachtree. And that Buckhead Theater over there used to be the Roxy. That was one of my favorite places to play when I played in the big hair metal bands back in the day. Yeah, you know what? You're getting split. That's the way it happens. And you drive around in a big old truck like that. Ah, Buckhead. This used to be the party zone right here. And then they decided to cut the bar hours, force them to close at 2 o'clock. Which didn't send anybody home. It just moved the party out into the parking lots where there's no rules and no supervision, and so there was lots of fights, a few shootings and all that start happening in the parking lots. And then everybody started complaining about the noise happening outside. And it's like, really? You shouldn't have complained and got the bars closed so early. I mean, I don't really drink, but you know, when they were open till 4 a.m., there was not nearly the problems in the parking lots as there was, or there was after they did change it. Now, here we go. We are up here now at pretty much the heart of Buckhead. Peachtree Street and Piedmont. I'm turning here because I'm tired of waiting on these peoples. If I had kept going straight, I would have had to pass Lenox Mall, and you don't want to be anywhere near a mall this time of year. Not if you're like trying to roll forward. And if you like sitting and staring at the back of somebody's SUV, then you know that's the place to be, man, because there's going to be a lot of that. And there's going to be a little bit of that up here. And it's a little bit tight there. So. There's just no point in waiting around on people's that you don't need to wait around for. Good God, people. There it is. Alright, now we're on Piedmont, headed back down to Midtown and back home. So there you go, there's a quick tour of Atlanta, Peachtree Street. I pointed out a few landmarks for you, and wasn't too bad on a Sunday with the traffic. Even though it's close to Christmas time and everybody's out shopping. Don't trust people to stay in their lanes up here. Oh, now we found a cop. Now, even though this is Atlanta, and the cops aren't very strict about, you know, a lot of traffic stuff. If you do something blatant in front of them, I'll go zooming past them at 20 miles over the speed limit. They'll give you a ticket. So I'm gonna ride a little bit mellow until I can find a place to get away from the cop. We'll let the Mercedes go ahead and tease the cop a little bit. Are you seriously jumping in front of me, man? Oh, they were in the wrong lane completely. They just decided to jump up there and then get behind me because they needed to turn left. Alright, looks like that cop's gonna take himself out of the equation up here. Hell yeah! Now we can get down the road a little bit. There's no way to avoid going past Ansley Mall up here, so traffic is going to get stupid in about a mile. Stupider, I should say. There's Fat Matt's Rib Shack. You gotta try some barbecue from there if you're in Atlanta anytime. Right there at Piedmont, just south of Cheshire Bridge. It is the bomb, I'm telling you. Okay, this truck hasn't figured out which lane he wants to block. Come on, trucker-lucker. Figure out what you're doing up in here. Alright, let's all slam on the brakes. Because why not? Why wouldn't you just want to stop in the middle of the freaking road? Just you're in the wrong freaking lane. driving past an Ansley Mall wasn't too bad. Alright. Well, YouTubers, I think that about does it. I'm going to pass Piedmont Park up here in just a few minutes. Do a little zigzag to get on home. And that'll be the end of my tour. So, you guys have a good one. Have happy holidays. If I don't see you before then, I'm sure I will. But, you know, hey, whatever. Ride safe. Peace.